Hello everybody and welcome back to Ravenport Farm. We're back again, so we've got the Awesome Foursome here. We've got myself, Fabman, we've got Rick here on Purple Farm, and somewhere around in the ether we also have Hitman82. Hello Hitman.
Hello.
And we have Squirrelly. Hello Squirrelly. And I did say hello to Rick, but I didn't actually. I did introduce Rick, but I didn't say hello, Rick. So hello, Rick.
Howdy.
Rick's busy weeding at the moment, so we're just trying to sort out the disaster area that is Field 15. So I think everyone kind of at the end of the last episode, if you didn't see it, you're really going to have to go back and watch. We had some fun, and it's kind of put us back a little bit, but hey, it's a little bit like Minecraft. We just have to deal with these things. So toughness. Yeah. So I'm just ploughing out to kind of re-establish the field, and I'm going to extend the borders a little bit, I think.
What over the tree? Gotta get over the tracks, and I take the corner very well. Oh my gosh, I'm bobbling her. So I'm bringing the big harvester over. I just took out more loan. I'm up to $450,000 loan, but I got the biggest corn header to go on this beast. I'm coming over to give you a hand on field. Which one was it? 16?
16, yes.
Flowers?
Please. Sunflowers, yeah.
Right.
Flowers.
And are you guys? Are you running your other harvester as well, or do you want me to just use this one, or you want to do it?
I think if you're able to do it, I think we're going to have enough to do with doing field 15, and Rick's going to go and do a fertilizer contract to bring some spondulix in. And
excellent.
And like I said, in terms of hauling it, you only just need to haul it down the track here to our silo, and we'll then decide whether or not we're going to sell or what for the minute.
Okay, roger that. Now I'm off. Oops. Well, it won't take long with this big header. It's a 12-meter header.
Yeah, well, it isn't the largest of fields, but we're going to work our way up, so...
Go, wow, that's eating through it. Nom nom nom. Sunflowers. So we've got Squirrelly is off doing a spraying mission, a big spraying mission on which field was it, Squirrelly? Field 4. So that was I don't know, 15,000 or 16,000 or 12,000. I can't remember.
Did I get everything you wanted there, Fed?
If you've gone up to where my plough mark extends out, then yes, that's perfect. Thank you, sir. The rest of
I'll
this
run
is...
down the plow just to make sure.
Yeah. As long as you've gotten up to that mark, that's pretty much where I'm going to cultivate up to, and I'll plant soybeans, but it just means we'll have 2 different growth stages of stuff. And I am going to extend this bit here as well, so...
Okay.
But I'm going to probably leave a little gap so that we then have a little bit more to plough afterwards, because I don't want to really destroy any more crop, particularly. I think I did enough of that last time.
Between the dust and the dirt on this thing and the morning sun, I can hardly even see you at the shield. I have to go outside cab.
Oh dear. Bless their hearts. I had the jerk faces setting off fireworks again today.
Oh.
So my poor little dog, she's asleep now. She's calmed down, but I was up in the bathroom. I was having a bath early just to relax, and she's kind of up there. I'm having to kind of dry an arm off and stick an arm out the side of the bath so she can kind of cuddle up and stop shivering. Oh.
Yeah.
If people only knew what it did, they probably wouldn't care anyway.
Well, some people are like that, and some aren't.
No, I know.
I mean, they're probably doing it for, it's probably adults doing it for their kids. So, I mean, when I was a kid, there were fireworks. I never thought anything about it, what it affected when I was a kid.
No.
Way back in the, when we didn't have fireworks, just, we'd take a flint and a rock, and we'll just beat them together, and we get little sparks. That was our firework. Remember that? Rick?
The early days of sparklers.
Oh, the sparklers! I forgot about sparklers.
Right. Okay. I think we've got this now. I now have the parameters of what I want to do. At least relatively.
How full are you, Hitman?
I am at 5,000, so that's about
Half?
40% maybe.
40%?
Oh, 36%. Says I forgot you get up top. I forgot about the V thingy. Oh, you can't see. You can't see me.
that, no.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm at 30 now, about 40% now. I'll give a screen out when I get about 70 or 80. Or I can just drive over, Rick.
Well, I just brought a little trailer up just in case you needed it.
Oh, okay. Wipe out what I got.
I'll let you make the corner there.
And I suppose I maybe said it last episode, but I probably should thank Victoria for kind of cleaning up the terrain here. Who would have thought that I could muck it up that massively and Victoria would be the one to fix it? I mean, yeah. How the heck did that work?
Well, let's not output because we're not on the same farm.
I'm too far away. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I can't really tell. There we go. Sunflower seeds. They're raw. They're not salted and roasted and all the other stuff they do to them.
Not yet, anyway.
Nope. I eat sunflowers pretty much every day, almost every day. A couple Brazil nuts for the selenium and is it zinc as well? I can't remember exactly what was in them. And then so I have Brazil nuts and sunflower seed, cashews. Variety. Humans like variety.
No, humans
Human
like
bodies.
chocolate.
Well, there's like chocolate, but our bodies don't like chocolate, so yeah. Good for you. I have a little bit of dark chocolate now and then. 70% cocoa or 80% cocoa, something like that. It's pretty dark. Milk chocolate's just too sweet now. Started eating less sugar. So doing some tree cutting today. Real life tree cutting. Knock some trees down inside my fence line. I live in the forest, and I swear it's a rainforest because, man, this stuff grows so fast. You can barely even keep up just to what's encroaching on. Which is good about that, but still, that gets us firewood without actually having to even leave the yard. Just doing maintenance, and we get the firewood at the same time. So, 2 birds, 1 stone, all that sort of thing. Rick. Drop some more in here after another pass. We got a couple thousand in it right now. Ram, go. How you doing there, Squirrelly? You lost him.
Just going around the outside right now.
Already?
They call him Squirrelly, Squirrelly, Squirrelly.
Oh, now that's gonna be. Oh. And for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, it's from Flipper. Joe Flipper.
And they still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a while back. Was that in the 60s or 70s?
50s.
50s, was it? I love their boat. The boat was awesome. I'd love to have one. I can barely remember it now.
Late 50s, early 60s.
They had nice bolt. Nicer than my boat, anyway. Difference being that I can go up to a rocky shore and beach the thing and not really care, where they probably would since they had fiberglass hull. The crap out of it. That's why I bought an aluminum boat. I can beach it anywhere.
Yep, and you can poke a hole in that just as easy as you can fiberglass.
Yeah, yep, that's true. If you're not careful. I think it's more resistant to scraping though, on like the rocks and stuff.
Can be, just depends.
How reckless you are, I guess. I'm thinking more of grabbing a hold of the thing and hauling it up on the beach.
We had a 15-foot try hole that Dad bought back in '73. We wore that thing out. Took us a lot of years though. I think my brothers. It's fiberglass, just open. Nothing fancy. Just it would float. It had a 80 horse Merc on the back. It pulled 3 skiers, three people on 2 skis or 2 slalom skiers if they knew what they were doing.
So they don't flip the boat? Like a couple anchors out there.
Pretty much.
Don't flip
If you don't know
the
what
boat
you're doing,
over.
coming up on slalom is tough anyway. Almost drowned trying to learn how.
Yeah, me, I've never really water skied. I mean, I've been on the, but not really. That was at, what's it called, Disney World when I was a kid.
So you've done it virtually.
Well, it was yeah, I was a little kid. I can't remember if it was kneeboarding or what it was. I don't remember. But, and it just like pulling it with a wire.
No, that's called waterboarding.
No, it wasn't waterboarding.
It should have been.
Aw. I wasn't evil back then.
Are you
I'm only a
sure?
kid. Well, I kind of grew into it. The world to do that to you. Well, making quick work of this field.
Thank you very much.
Hmm?
I now have a blueprint for this field, so... Well, rather a green print, but... or a brown print.
That's good. Could it kind of set up the way you want it? You flattened it? Is that what you were doing? I didn't follow what the purpose of all the stuff you were doing was.
Well, there was, as kind of we did discuss, but it was a little dimple, so where it had been kind of cultivated / ploughed with the equipment, it had gotten a little dink in the ground. So I was trying to smooth that out, and my methodology for doing that was imperfect, based on the fact that I'd never done it before, and I was using the wrong methodology. So consequently, it cost us a lot more money. But yeah, so it's so we've now got it done, but now I've got to re-plough and rebuild the field, as it were. So, but we get there. I probably should have just kind of left it alone until such time as we'd finished the harvest, but hey ho, lessons learned. And anyone watching will probably now know that it's not really very easy to do the landscaping stuff. You've got to practice with it on a game that doesn't really matter. So if someone else has kind of benefited from my complete derp, then that's good. I'll take it. I just love how afterwards, and after we'd finished recording, Victoria was kind of, yeah, but I did the same thing, and everyone kind of messes it up to begin with. It's kind of, why did no one kind of just stop me and say, no, Fad, no, just don't do it? And
for the first time ever, you'd listen? No. I would have told you had I known. I didn't know what you were doing, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think part of what we've got with this, with the growth stages on and all of that jazz, is we've got the opportunity to kind of have mistakes that are far more readily available on screen to people. So, so why not? It's one of those things. In the professional world, it's professionals aren't the people that never make mistakes. They're the ones that can fix their mistakes such that you never know that they made them.
Comes from experience, usually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like
Field.
one of my friends at work always used to say about one of his friends that laid carpet and whatnot, and they at one point burnt a hole in the carpet, and they openly told the people, "I've burnt a hole in the carpet. If you can figure out where that hole was, because I've repaired it, then I'll replace the entire carpet for you for free." I think that's kind of quality workmanship, if you can have the confidence in your abilities to say that.
Yep.
So you're about to say something in then?
No, I just headed over to field 26. I finished your field. All the sunflowers are in the tipper, and I'm now down on 26 doing a contract down here.
Cool.
2-minute contract, I think. This is what you call overkill, because I think the contract, actually, the lease equipment buys is small. I'm like, that's okay. What's this?
I get that with some of the contracts I'm doing on a single player mission. I've got hulking great big sprayer, and then you get something like you say field 26, and it's kind of, go and spray field 26 and we'll give you like $320 or something. It's kind of, okay.
Okay. It'll take only one pass, but anyway.
Exactly.
Good, easy money.
Uh-huh.
Kind of went straight for the bigger equipment this time. Well, it didn't on tractor though, so did with a harvester. I just don't have a lot of patience. Guess. No kidding, right?
Yeah, well, I think patience is overrated sometimes.
However, could have gone with the smaller harvester and I'd still be working on that field, but we'd have like a couple smaller harvesters working on it, so that's me, job killer. Sorry. Contract you out, Squirrelly, sorry.
I did single-handedly harvest field 11 on my single-player Ravenport. So.
Oh, that's 11. Oh, the one on. Oh, never mind. What were you using?
I think the largest red harvester.
Oh, the case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been trying to color coordinate the equipment on that farm, so it's all red at the moment. So it's all the Case IH stuff.
Okay, there's that field done. This thing's a beast. I like it. I mean, I haven't noticed any fraction issues since we switched headers, but oh, that sound bug though. Oh my gosh, can't wait till they fix that. Maddening.
Is there any news?
I don't think it's actually a. I don't think it's a sound bug. I think it's a problem with the. Like the RPM jumps around, and that's when the sound goes. So I assume that's what it is.
Yeah. So is any news on when they're going to do another patch, or I'm not following anything, so I wouldn't know.
I don't either. To ask one of these two guys, they follow one we do. Experts.
Idea.
What's that?
Okay, so Squirrelly's has no idea. We're wondering when the next Farms and patch, if one expected, that would fix this RPM sound issue.
I haven't heard them say pretty much they'll patch it when they're
good and ready. Yeah.
yeah. If
It's
and
not-
when.
Maybe.
Well, I would assume it's going to be the if is a given. I would think. I mean, they broke it last patch, as far as I know. So why wouldn't they fix it? Must be maddening even for their testers, right?
I can't speak for them, so
Can you not?
I can.
You're not an official spokesperson. My goodness.
nope.
Then why are you
Not a
still
paid
here?
one. We hired you. We hired you as the expert, Rick. You're supposed to be the in-house.
Oh wait, I have to be nice to you. You're working my farm.
Oh, that'll.
Yeah, but you didn't hire me as a Giants representative.
What did you think that little line across the bottom of the contract was? That was actually letters, just very, very small. I wonder if people have actually been caught out by something quite that devious. I suspect so. That's always my idea, is just kind of have a something that looks like a line, but it's actually just really, 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 really tiny text.
Yeah,
Well,
but you won't
darn.
see my signature on that piece of paper either.
Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
have, Mr. Mouse.
If you're wondering what I'm giggling about, I went over to the restaurant to sell it, but there's a power pole or something in the way, and the pipe is so long I was gonna end up dumping the sunflowers on a roof, so I'm trying to wiggle my way around so I can dump straight into it. There we go. There we go.
Cutting out the middleman, huh?
Yep.
These tippers, they're just getting so overrated.
I don't want to pay him. What can I say? I'm cheap. Frugal. No, that would be cheap. All right.
You just
Oh, I need a
Mr.
pressure
Guts.
washer. Do you have a pressure washer at your farm?
No. Have not invested as yet.
Clean this thing. Well, where's the river?
The River of Dreams.
The river of cleans.
Because you can go
For
walking
a
in your
train.
sleep.
Middle of the night.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the harvesting done. So I'll come up and grab a tractor and Squirrelly, how are you doing on the field? Do you need a hand with it, or should I look for something else?
I'm just going to go to the store to get some more fertilizer.
Okay. Well, the road is mine at the moment. This thing's wide. I'll pull off.
Oh, 8 roads where I'm going.
You're gonna fly, are you?
Yeah.
Well, go back in time and plow and lime that field for Fad while you're at it, and tell him not to go and blow a whole bunch of money fixing a little divot.
Yeah, that must have cost like a couple of $100,000.
That's so frustrating.
Hey, it's a lesson learned.
Yep.
So, and like I said, that's part of the fun of how we're doing the game now, so. And I'm okay with that. Probably if I was playing single player, I'd be kind of, no, rage quit! Die!
Rage. Well, more like rage reload.
But,
You always want to save it before you do that stuff, and then close the game, copy the save game, and then you go and do it. So then you can back it up. I wish you could do that in real life, but no, you can't.
can you not?
Well, I haven't been able to.
Stupid real life.
We need a life hack, a hack for real life.
I think there are plenty of hacks in life. Oh, sorry. Different kind of hack, I think.
Mm.
Oh, dear.
All right. Yeah. Boy, we're gonna need a barn here pretty soon, I think. Got a lot of equipment just hanging around. inspect the machine, make sure I didn't. Tire pressure's okay. Hadn't used my backhoe for a couple weeks or a month or however long it was, and I went out, fired it up a couple days ago, and it felt pretty squishy.
Like
I
riding a
checked,
bike?
and one of the front wheels was pretty low. But you get a machine that size, and one tire a little less inflated, it just feels like you're, I don't know, driving in mud.
What, Harry Mud?
God, what are you talking about? Crazy. That guy's crazy. Where's the mute button? Click. Click. Darn, it was my mute button. Okay, what am I doing next? Tractor. Whoops. Oh, I'm stuck.
Well, if you're at loose end, I can get
Correct.
you to do something else better. But if you've got other things to do, then that's not a problem either. Because you've got a plough on your farm, haven't you?
Oh, do you need? Okay, I'll grab a plow and bring it over and give you a hand. Sure.
Well, actually, field 16 does need ploughing. It doesn't need to create a
Field,
field.
of course.
I'm
One of these days we'll.
I'm nearly done
have
here,
to-
actually, on field 15. What?
One of these days we'll have to get some animals, other than ravens. Somebody must have fed them because they sure hang around a lot. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, that's
I think
in
that-
real life.
Sorry.
We feed ravens here because, well, we have cats, and we don't want the eagles, the bald eagles, hanging around here because they do. They don't nest here anymore, but they hang around and sit up in the trees above. So the ravens, now that we feed them like breadcrumbs and that sort of thing, just scraps from kitchen. It's a food source, so the ravens will keep the eagles away, so that so they get food for the winter, and in return they keep the eagles away from our cats. Win-win,
Excellent.
except for the eagles. But there's I live on a little island. Eagles fish all the way around the island, so it's not like they're suffering for food.
So do the ravens sing a song as well? Hey, eagle, leave those cats alone.
No, it's more like, hey, feed me. Hey, feed me. Hey, feed me. I think that's how the words go.
Ah, that's just like the dogs. It's kind of
Yeah, I was
food.
just thinking that.
Food now.
Yeah. Reminds me of the seagulls. Mine.
Yep.
Okay, which field did you say? I'll just come along here. And
16.
Is that where you're working now?
It's the one where you were harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm almost done with this. I've got another few passes, and then I can cultivate and seed.
We've only got a few minutes, so
Okay.
I'll give you a hand on this one. I'll just run down. There's a little skinny strip here that I'll hit.
Which?
Out of the way, you ravens. Oh, I saw a picture. To give you an idea of these eagles. Oh, wow, it's a different texture. Am I messing this up using this?
I don't know. I can't see what you're doing. Oh, yeah,
Well, I'm not
that's
creating fields.
cultivating.
Yeah, okay.
You won't be creating
All
field,
right.
but that's why I had to get the plough.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you had a plough. You don't have a plough. That's fine.
No, I'll give a hand here. So these eagles I'm talking about, I saw a picture. It showed, just to give you an idea, how big the talons are on this eagle. I'm not a small guy, and my fist is about the size of one of those eagle claws. It's pretty crazy. Like, I would not want to be. Well, they pick up a 50-pound salmon in their claws. That obviously they're going to be big. So yeah, don't really want those hanging around my cats. I was really worried. Last year, my fella he was getting old, and I was really worried that a raven or a eagle was going to get him. So you hang around, and an old cat that's deaf. It's pretty vulnerable. How's this going? Is that all right, Rick? You want me to give a
Yeah,
hand
just
with
move
this?
the trailer out of the way.
Hey, go on field first. Oh, I love the fact the tractors bobble around on the texture and stuff. I'm really happy with that. I'm glad they added that. Makes it feel like you're actually farming and you're not just, no. Used to be, it's like, okay, well, I'm changing the texture. I may as well be using paintbrush. But now it feels a little more realistic, I guess.
Real lipstick.
It feels real lipstick, yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
How did I... You Tom Sawyered me. Here I am plowing your field now. Over here,
Hey.
harvested it. I said, hey, I got a big harvester. I'll come over and harvest your field. Now I'm plowing.
You said you got nothing more to do on Field 11, and anything on your farm is to do contracts. So if we needed an extra pair of hands, you'd come and help.
That's right. So...
And-
I don't know what I'm complaining about.
And given that both Rick and I spent all the time kind of going around ploughing Field 11 when it was time,
That's true. That is true. So yes,
I think there's a reasonable amount of give and take.
Hmm?
And I'm sure there'll
it's
be more
good.
to
It's
come.
just being good neighbors.
Yep. That's when good neighbours become good friends. Except not in this case.
No. Except when that neighbor's a jerk. Which apparently you can spell with a PH. Huh.
Yep.
Oh my.
Indeed. Right.
Wow, we're nearing the end of our time already. Wow. The time just flies when you're having fun.
So let's
Doesn't
get create photo. Sorry, having what?
Doing work.
Ah, yes. Doing work.
Hitman's talking ugly.
Yeah.
Well, gotta kind of keep up with appearances, as it were.
It appears we're doing work.
Word.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's the worst four-letter word. Work.
So I take it that
Unless you're
other
talking.
machine was left up there so that I could carry on and cultivate this piece.
If you're talking about your computer, though, you do want it to work. Round and round and round. Sing it, Fad. Round and round the field we go.
No? Okay. That was obviously an
Oh.
optical illusion. I thought there was a piece of equipment there. I'll go and get it. Rick's picked it up and he's using it. That's fine. I'll go
you
get
need
the
it.
other one. No, it's fine. I'll go and get the other one.
Yeah, everybody's busy. Well,
Indeed.
I don't know about Squirrelly. I can't see him, so I assume he's busy, as he always is.
Squirrely never sleeps.
That's
Well,
why
lately.
he's so squirrely.
That's it. That's what it is. I mean, you see the T-shirts, kind of eat, sleep, game repeat, or farm sim repeat, or whatever. No. Squirrely, it's kind of eat, farm sim, farm sim, farm sim. In machines. I can't even drive. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll work.
Hey, did I make it through this episode without saying eco? Never mind.
No.
Oh
Simple answer.
We tripled the pollution rate, so yeah, the sea level's gonna go up. Yeah, some people built on the beach. Yeah, some people are building berms. Oh my. The funniest thing is, one of the folks who built on the beach, I think is from the Netherlands. So he's like, well, I know how to build these. I know how to build dikes, no problems. He called it something else, though. It was another word for it that wasn't English. I don't recall what it was. It was, I assume it's whatever the dikes are in.
Wouldn't be a polder, would it?
Yes,
There you go.
just exactly that.
I remember that from school, so apparently I learnt something.
There you go. And how much money did that make you on that one?
Yeah, exactly.
Same as the rest of it. That's alright, there's more to life than me. As soon as I figure out what it is, I'll let you know.
Indeed.
Now, if you can have fun and make money, then you are winning the game.
Oh, dang it, I lost. You're a
Oh.
jerk. You did that
I
on
know.
purpose.
I don't even know how that game works.
What?
So
what-
all I have to do is make you think of the game, and then I win, lose.
No, you don't win.
Well, I can't lose if I'm not playing.
Well, technically, you just don't know you're losing.
Oh, well, okay. Close enough.
Because the rules are you're always
Okay.
playing.
Alright, it's outro time, and you
It's
are
outro
on
time.
base for that. Yes,
It's
and
outro time.
go.
Okay, so how does an outro work again?
Okay, and Squirrelly.
Have a good one.
Rick.
See you later, folks.
Fad, one more time. You can do it this time.
Take care, folks.
And don't forget to click like and subscribe if you like what you saw here today. Fad and I both have a version of this, so check those out, the 2 different points. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye!